Today we got a new vantage point of the collapse of the end of the Santa Cruz wharf. About 150 feet got taken out by big waves on Monday, and it's possible that that end will never be rebuilt. ABC 7 News reporter Zach Fuentes has been on this story from the beginning.
Take a look at this video showing the moments powerful swells sent this portion of the Santa Cruz wharf collapsing into the ocean. In these very moments, watching it happen in real time were two lifeguards.
Myself and Lieutenant Hoffman could see the wharf collapsing into the ocean.
Lieutenants Isaiah Mullen and Sam Hoffman had seconds to act and on jet skis rushed toward the debris.
We could see the true scope of what had happened, the amount of wharf that was in the water, the buildings and structures that were still standing on it, and two individuals standing on the wreckage waving us down for help.
All the while, the two lifeguards were still dealing with the powerful waves.
It caused the tide to suck in, sucking underneath the platform, kind of pulling us towards the structure.
Miraculously, the lifeguards were able to save two construction workers. A third pulled themselves to safety. No one was seriously injured. Now, days later, attention turns to those most affected by the indefinite closure of the rest of the wharf, home of more than 24 businesses, owners who have already taken huge hits.
I did own the Dolphin, yeah, up until the 28th of last year. We had swells like this, and we lost some pilings, and that collapsed the floor of the Dolphin.
That was the portion of the wharf under construction at the time of the collapse, with work planned out to be done between September and March. The city Friday shedding more light on why work was being done during a time of year where high surf is now expected.
We are bound by a number of permits and regulations, part of which is through the California Coastal Commission that regulates our ability to do major project work and maintenance on the wharf.
Friday, debris cleanup was well underway, including the removal of the restroom facility that washed away to the mouth of the San Lorenzo River. Back at the wharf, the city said Friday that it's not sure if it will rebuild.
I don't think we can speak with any confidence at this point as to whether rebuilding that section of the wharf is feasible or the appropriate thing to do in light of the increased frequency and power of these storm events that we're experiencing along our coastline.
The city of Santa Cruz has declared a local emergency, which opens the door up to federal and state funding. The city said they'll also work to determine if the contractor who was doing construction at the end of the wharf has any accountability in what happened. In Santa Cruz, Zach Fuentes, ABC 7 News.